Oh, hi, good morning, everybody, and welcome into the St. Johns County Show that's on in the morning. Hope you're doing well on this second day of the week. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about. We're going to have a lot of fun with it, a lot of it. We've got some new state laws coming into the books.
Oh, we better get to know that.
Yeah. We've got family law workshop coming to St. Johns County. This is probably a good thing.
Yeah, we better
Family
get to know that too.
Yeah. Sign the pre-dump.
Yeah, definitely. Even if we got a dollar.
Troy seconds that. We've got an arrest in a string of mail thefts. So we'll talk about that. And a team's coming to our area that nobody's going to want to watch.
The Jaguars?
Yeah, I was just going to say.
Yeah, basically the Jaguars.
Oh.
Yeah. They'll be in Jacksonville, possibly.
Possibly we don't care.
Nobody will care.
Uh-oh.
It's pretty unfortunate. Very talented athletes, but nobody's going to want to watch it.
Oh. WNBA. I said it quietly.
And more. And more. Talk about rats, too.
Oh, I don't like it. Yeah.
And we'll do that, all that in a couple of minutes after we tell you about our friends at Bozard Ford Lincoln. Since 1949, Bozard Ford Lincoln's been more than just a dealership. They're a family-owned beacon of trust. I know I see that beacon when I come back into town. We talked about it a couple weeks ago. It just feels like home when you see that Bozard sign coming up 95. Their state-of-the-art service facility has 91 climate-controlled service bays, a quick lane for no appointment-needed maintenance, plus you can enjoy the comforts of their customer lounge and those unique flavors of Ford's Garage. They're the proud recipients of the prestigious Triple Crown Award and named Florida's Dealer of the Year by Dealer Rater constantly. And their team is dedicated to providing an enjoyable and efficient experience. Bozard Ford Lincoln, they offer the best in pricing, selection, and service, as well as people. They've got the best people.
The best.
The best in the business.
Mm-hmm. You don't just say that.
Everybody says it.
Everybody.
He said that again last night. I laugh now every time he says that.
Every time he says it, I think of you. Yeah.
Trump tropes. Is that the right word?
Yeah, you're right.
Trump tropes. Yeah. All right. Just off I-95 at State Road 16, where your satisfaction is their mission, and they are driven to inspire. And, of course, the Florida Man Games.
Come through. Let's go.
Man. Pig racing, the freak show from Ripley's. That's going to be amazing. I cannot wait to see that. I got to get some videos of that before the Florida Man Games to show people what it's all about.
Yeah.
Give them a little bit of a preview.
Maybe you can meet a nice young lady.
Yeah.
At the freak show. That'd be fun.
There's a sword swallower.
Yeah. Peace freak-offs. I can't wait.
Hey, whoa now.
No, that's not
it's
good.
a freak show.
Oh,
freak show.
Reality
show.
Yeah,
okay.
No. Nobody wants a freak-off reality show.
Spilling out of control.
Freak out. Troy hasn't been watching enough TV.
He don't know. I love it.
On the joke.
I don't know what it is.
Oh, it's so cute. Oh.
I don't. If it's not sports, I don't watch it.
Well, it was at one time.
Well, you know what? Yeah. I'm sure P. Diddy would say it was a sport.
Oh.
Closest to a sport he's ever been involved in.
Slip and slide.
Alligator shows and selfies. We're going to ruin events for you. This is going to be...
It's awesome.
Really, it's nothing better than the Florida Man Games. I mean, you're not going to want to go to another event after this. Go to thefloridamangames.com and get your tickets. Also, big shout out to our friends at Fidus Roofing, Great Expectations Realty and Auction, Chiba Hut Toasted Subs, St. Augie's Pizza. Did I say Great Expectations Realty and Auction? Did I say that right?
Say it twice. It makes it nice.
You did now.
Okay. I thought I might have said it wrong, though.
Oh, no, I didn't catch it.
Okay. St. Augie's Pizza, BHF Insurance, Chris Lucero Bail Bonds, Griffin Service, Alace Med Spa, BNS. Oh, and our newest sponsor here, Troy. Not you, Troy. You've seen us.
Oh, yeah.
The good Troy.
The good Troy.
The good Troy. The Troy that St. Augustine likes.
Yeah.
That's right.
There's three of us here.
There are only three.
There's Treetop, there's Good Troy, and then there's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all we got.
I know a cop, Troy.
Oh, I know that, Troy, too.
Yeah. That's probably the best Troy out of all of you.
No,
Troy Yesina, I think is the best one. Yeah.
I know him too. Exactly.
Yeah. Really,
So there's 4 Troys.
really a great Troy.
He's a younger Troy. The other 3 are close to the same age.
Yeah. And I'm powered, as I am every morning, by our friends at the Vibe Nutrition. I don't remember what this is, but it tastes like Fruit Loops. It's great.
Yay! I don't know. Yeah.
It does. The cereal.
Did you put in an additive or whatever with the extra shot of something?
No, I didn't. Not
Oh,
today.
just a
Sometimes I
classic.
do aloe.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So you don't peel?
Well, it's good. Well, his internal.
Isn't that what you put on so you don't peel? Is that
Right.
I thought it
yeah.
just helped the sunburn. I didn't know it made you not peel.
Oh, I don't know. I try not to go in the sun.
Well, it actually just
Right.
lubricates the skin to make sure that doesn't dry out. I think that's the point.
Okay.
What'd you say, Diddy?
What?
You can say lubrication. It is a word before he invented it.
Moving on. Good morning, guys. How are y'all doing?
Hey, happy Tuesday!
Oh my goodness, it's almost the weekend.
Woo! Thank goodness.
All right. Question of the day, Troy.
All right, question of the day. When you were a child, did you ever have a surgery or a procedure done where you had to go to the hospital?
Yeah. My mom hates that I tell this story.
Oh, sorry.
This is that story for her where she feels like this was the worst parenting moment of her life.
Sorry to bring this up.
Yeah, it's all your
bad.
fault, Troy.
I
You're going to ruin my mom's day.
Feel horrible about it.
But me and my brother were wrestling in an apartment complex that we used to live at. The apartment complex I met Rick at, actually, when we were kids. And we were wrestling behind one of the apartments. And my brother, goes to take me to the ground, and I go to break my fall with my arm, but I broke my arm. I straightened my arm out and fell right on it and broke it. My mom didn't believe it was broken.
No.
Even though it looked like there was a tennis ball in my freaking elbow.
She said, "Walk it off."
She did. She was like, "Walk it out." She's, give it, just relax. You're fine. It was 2 hours before we went to the hospital. Yeah, I think there was. I don't remember if there was some surgery involved in that. I think
Did you get a tingling sensation now when it rains?
In your mom's mind, it's
No.
called the elbow incident.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is she in there in the comments?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
sure.
She wrote, "Here we go."
I'm sorry, Mom. It's all Troy's fault.
I'll take
It's all
full,
Troy's fault.
I'll take full responsibility.
2 hours you'll never get back in your life.
That's
sir.
right.
So.
Yeah. What do you got, Dave?
Davey,
Well, I mean, I've got to go with my circumcision, right? I mean, that's the first surgery
Okay, well,
as a
that's-
child.
I don't think you
I mean,
had to stay overnight for that.
well, I probably had to. I mean, that was very traumatic for me. I don't know about you. I'd like to get that back if I could. Yeah.
I don't really remember that moment in my life.
Woo! I was 12. No, I'm just kidding.
You went to the moil.
Right.
Didn't even know you were Jewish.
Oh.
So you didn't really have any surgeries as a child.
No.
Okay. I had my adenoids and I had tubes put in my ears and my tonsils out when I was
Wow.
like,
You're one of those.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
A
So
lot
I
of
had
ice
all
cream.
that-
Troy looked like a
happened.
50-cent video.
Yeah, all
Just
that happened at
tubes
once.
and wires. And,
Yeah. So I was
Okay.
like 5. I was in kindergarten. The thing I remember most about is I could get all the popsicles I could eat. So and
Yeah.
my friend, who's still my friend today, was doing the exact same thing at that time. His Kevin Weichel was in there at the same time doing the exact same thing.
I remember tonsils being taken out like a thing back in the
Yeah,
day. It's not so much now, I don't think.
Adenoids and tonsils
Right.
came out like any throat strep or anything like that. It was like to get them out of there.
Wow.
So-
Adenoids.
Yeah,
I
adenoids.
don't
used to
even
have
know what that is.
I used to have really bad nosebleeds. It has something to do with like your nasal cavities, like.
Oh, I'm thinking hemorrhoids. Oh my God.
Oh,
Okay.
geez.
God. I'm sorry.
Wow.
That's where my mind went.
Yeah,
I was like, why as a child does he
Yeah.
have that? I was like, yeah.
Those purple monsters.
Golly. It's a
Hey,
fisher.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a different area.
Okey doke.
Yeah, different area.
All right.
It's closer to the circumcision.
Yeah, very close. Yeah. Ow.
No longer do we let Troy pick the questions of the day. Troy, I'm going to have AI send you questions of the day
Still
every
get to
morning.
select which one.
I answered truthfully.
All right, it's time for a quick check of the weather, Troy.
It's gonna be all right.
All right, that quick check of the weather brought to you by Great Expectations Realty and Auction, who can sell your home, your business, and everything in it. Check them out at geauction.com and gerealty.us. We go to the boys in the booth for the traffic report. What do you got, guys?
We've got traffic.
Okay.
A little foggy this morning. Looks like it's burned off at this moment.
Okay. Yeah.
There is, if you look at the bottom left screen, there's a boat just sitting there on a trailer. So,
free boats.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We're gonna do a raffle. Best comment in the comments can go pick that bad boy up.
Or they could just do it without our permission. All right.
Pastor Jeff just loaded up.
Where are you going? I could use a boat, man. Come on. That's the only way I'll ever get a boat. Reclaiming it off the side of a highway.
Yeah.
All right.
Finders keepers.
Yeah. All right. Good deal. So, I'm trying to figure out what roller coaster that was in the top right.
The I-95.
Okay.
Oh.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
It wasn't. I was going to say it wasn't I-4. It was going way too fast.
Yeah.
that's for sure. I-4's a little better now.
Yeah.
I've been on I-4 recently. It's a little better. A little better.
I will be this weekend going on
Okay.
I-4.
Good luck.
I have a Florida man driving us to this
you'll get it
destination.
safely.
Definitely, yeah. I needed a barbarian.
There you go. That traffic report comes to us from Elace Med Spa, where if your face looks like a barbarian, you can
Right.
clean it up.
Mm-hmm.
A wide range of luxurious spa treatments out there. They are the best in the business. You can unwind with a hydrofacial, enhance your natural beauty with things like Botox, dermal fillers, laser treatments, and a whole lot more out there. They're Elace Med Spa. They're the best. Check them out. Elace.com.
And they were slammed yesterday, I got to tell you. So if you were doing holiday treatments, I would get on the books now.
Oh,
Just
good
think
call.
ahead. Think ahead,
Yeah.
everybody.
Okay. Great idea. Troy, your idol died yesterday.
Yeah, that was a hard one.
Oh, man, didn't expect that.
Are we talking about Pete Rose or Dikembe Mutombo? We lost two athletes yesterday.
Which one's better? Which one's a
Rose.
better human?
Oh.
Probably Mutombo. Mutombo. Yeah.
All right, that's who I'm talking about when I say your idol.
Which
Yeah.
one's, yeah, no. Yeah, I wanted to be 7 foot tall and go.
Get out of here.
Yeah, right? Didn't all
never
of
happened.
us short guys.
No,
Yeah.
Pete Rose died yesterday, so that was
83 years old. God bless him.
yeah.
Wow.
He lived a hard life.
God,
He
yeah.
lived a life, man. He definitely did. So, yeah.
Didn't he get blamed for something that everybody was doing, though?
No, he bet on baseball,
Oh.
and that's just was taboo, and he acted like he didn't bet on baseball, and then he finally admitted it when he sold his book.
That's it.
So,
Okay. I knew there was like
um,
some sort of reasoning there.
So it's it's sad because he was an amazing baseball player and the best as far as longevity. I mean, the one thing that he said he was most proud of is the number of wins he had. So he has more wins than any other baseball player, games played. Like it's important you win the game. Games
Yeah.
played. And he's got 200 more wins than the next closest person.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was in a day where you didn't have to be that athletic to play baseball.
Right.
You know,
yeah, it was
you-
more of like a leisure sport.
Right. You got Babe Ruth out there barely running the freaking bases.
Yeah, he had somebody else running for him.
and
Yeah.
somebody else running the bases for him. And when you see these guys like the old black and white films, it's just like a big dude waddling up to the bases.
Yeah.
You know, it's just funny to
The
watch.
penguin, yeah.
Yeah.
And they call him Charlie Hustle or something?
Yeah, he was Charlie Hustle. And he was a guy who, probably was just a little bit above average as far as a player, but he worked so hard. I mean, he was the blue collar guy. And when I was growing up, the Big Red Machine was huge and he was the leadoff guy. I was always a leadoff guy. So Pete Rose was my second favorite player. Johnny Bench was my favorite. But I emulated Pete Rose's playing style because I wasn't a catcher. Johnny Bench was a catcher.
Yeah.
So, and Pete Rose made the All-Star team in 5 different positions. So,
Jeez.
What did that do to you as a fan of Pete Rose when the whole thing went down with the?
well, it because he was actually the manager of the Reds when it went down, and I honestly didn't think he ever bet against the Reds, which he says he never did bet against the Reds, but when he was manager, he just wouldn't bet on the Reds when certain pitchers were playing.
I gotcha.
So, which means he's doubling down on and he had control of those games.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was. I mean, I think he's served his punishment. He should have been in the Hall of Fame. Wish they'd have done it before he passed. But
Yeah, do you think they're going to do it now?
I don't know. I don't know.
I feel like he's been in jail forever.
I don't know. I mean, they got, Bonds and McGuire and all those guys out because of the steroids thing, but that wasn't even against the rules.
Yeah.
And these guys, are out of the league or out of the chance of winning an All-Star game.
And we're talking about the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Fame. When you think,
for baseball.
Yeah.
Not for being a good guy.
Right. Not for being a good guy. But those guys you mentioned, Mark McGuire, Barry Bonds, Pete Rose, some of the most famous names in baseball, period.
You mentioned Babe Ruth. I mean, Babe Ruth lived a hard life. I mean, here's a guy who was an orphan who just partied all the time. Mickey Mantle partied all the time. I mean, some of these things these guys did. Luckily, they didn't have social media in the current time.
Your mouth to God's ear.
Yeah. So it would have been really, really rough.
Mm-hmm.
So no, I mean these guys, they're alpha males, and sometimes they take too much advantage of being that alpha. So,
well, Pete Rose and Dikembe Mutombo. And he was a nice guy. Dikembe was a nice guy. So, he was. He lived very long for being as tall as he was.
Yeah,
too.
I think cancer got him. He was. Yeah, I was going to say he's my age. So I remember us being in college at the same time.
Jeez,
so, watching him at Georgetown. So.
Oh wow.
He got that basketball scholarship over you just by a couple inches.
Man. Yeah. Well, I went a different route. I went the short guy route and played baseball.
Smart.
Yeah.
I should have done figure skating.
Yeah. I tried basketball and football. Stupid.
Yeah.
All right.
Blades of glory.
New Florida law targeting homelessness, retail theft, and fentanyl.
It's all over the place.
Yeah, it's all over the place. Plus, it has something to do with a parrot head license plate.
Well, this is interesting. Wow.
5 o'clock somewhere.
What a story.
That's right. Nearly 3 dozen new state laws will take effect on October 1st, today, including a contentious measure, they say, that will limit where homeless people can sleep. Other measures include creating a license plate for parrot heads living the life of late singer Jimmy Buffett, and requirements about flood disclosures for home buyers. Oh, I thought that was already a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And all 34 laws that passed during the 2024 legislative season, they will take effect with the homelessness changes, HB 1365 drawing the most attention. Let's see, there's a quote here that says Florida has chosen to reject comfortable inaction and tackle this problem head on. That was House Bill sponsor Sam Garrison of Fleming Island. Let's see, the new Florida law bars governments from allowing people to sleep at places such as public buildings and in public rights of way. Local governments would be allowed to designate areas for homeless folks to sleep. Another part of the measure will give legal standing to residents and business owners to file civil lawsuits against local governments that allow sleeping or camping on public property. Oh, I could see that one.
Yeah.
I could see that one being a hot point here in town soon. That part of the law will take effect January 1st. Communities have scrambled in recent months, they say, to try and comply with the new law. Fort Lauderdale Mayor Dean Trantalis said he helped Governor Ron DeSantis. He hoped DeSantis would delay the enforcement. What do you think about this, Troy? I have to imagine this has been on your radar.
You're being quiet.
Well, I mean, the thing is you have to have solutions before you put in these effects. There's no solutions for this. They act like, oh, okay, we're going to make this law, and now all of a sudden it's going to take care of it. But then we're not going to put any money after it. So, it's easy for these legislators to state mandate stuff, but the municipalities can't afford to build new centers. I mean, Palatka can't afford to build a new center if there's homeless in Palatka. St. Augustine, people believe, downtown, it feels like there's a lot, but there's 26 people that sleep in or around downtown.
Okay.
I mean, it's a big number for such a small space. but it's not that big a number. Jacksonville has hundreds to thousands that sleep on the street like that. We have people that are sleeping in camps. We have like 1,500 homeless people in St. Johns County. But it's easy to make these laws. You're sitting in your hoity-toity house, and you're not thinking that this is someone's brother or someone's sister that's struggling with mental illness, and there's no place for them to go. And they've created no place for them to go. So unless you have, you're prepared to put the money behind it, don't make a law that you can't enforce. So, I mean, and the city is trying to do, they're doing the thing with the situation over at 207, and then they also pay St. Francis House for beds, but there's not enough beds there. There's only like 8 beds.
Right.
So, it's just, it frustrates me because what it's going to do is it's going to end up filling up the Harvick Hotel, which cost us
That was my question
a ton
to you.
of money.
Yeah.
If it really truly gets enforced, it's going to cost us a ton of money to do what these legislators are asking us to do.
They say Miami-Dade County is considered tiny houses managed by a homeless agency, the Homeless Trust, as emergency accommodations to limit the impact of the changes on jails. Jacksonville rolled out recently a $13.6 million plan to address the law that included a point person in the mayor's office to address the homelessness issue, expanded outreach teams, and an increase in beds in their shelters. Donna Deegan said it is not just about keeping people off the streets, it's about making sure they can become viable members of our society.
Yeah, thanks, Donna.
Yeah.
You're not with
The
that?
winner.
No, she's not in the fight. If she was in the fight, she'd have been in the fight years ago when she had the format to be in there. She's not in the fight.
It just doesn't seem
So
proactive, like you said.
That's the whole thing. I've been a part of this trying to be a part of the solution. I've had some successes, but I've had way more losses since 2003. And it's, you can ease it, but you can't solve it. And people got to understand, do what you can when you can. I love the fact that all of a sudden now that this law is in place, that they're throwing money at it. Yeah, no, come on. It's very frustrating. From our side as providers, put your money where your mouth is basically what I'm saying. So,
all right. They say most bills passed during this year's legislative session took effect on July 1st, including the budget for 2024, 2025. Some of the other measures that are going to take effect today, House Bill 403 creates several potential new license plates, including the Margaritaville plate in honor of Jimmy Buffett.
Oh, please.
Need to get a Florida Man Games plate.
Yes, you do. That would be
I
great.
think so. HB 549 makes it a third-degree felony to be part of a group of 5 or more people who overwhelm a merchant to conduct retail theft. SB 718 makes it a second-degree felony for people who possess fentanyl or similar drugs that result in first responders suffering an overdose or serious injuries.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. SB 758 makes changes to the laws about using tracking devices with exemptions for law enforcement officers, parents of minors, caregivers of seniors, and vehicle owners. SB 764 requires medical facilities and crisis centers to transfer assault evidence kits to the Florida Department of Law Enforcement within 30 days. SB 1036 increases criminal penalties for immigrants who are arrested for felonies after illegally re-entering the United States following deportation for earlier crimes. HB 1049 requires disclosing information to home buyers, such as whether the properties have had flood damage, and a notification to homeowners insurance about policies that don't include coverage for flood damage.
That's I think a good one, right?
I would
Sort of
think
like
so.
a Carfax, you're going to get the
Right.
history.
Yeah. HB 1235 makes a series of people who have homes in Davis Shores hate that.
Yeah.
HB 1235 makes a series of changes related to assault offenders, predators, including changing requirements about reporting to authorities at least 48 hours before moving to another state. HB 1389 makes changes related to digital voyeurism, including increasing criminal penalties if offenders are age 19 or older and are family members or hold positions of authority over the victim.
What is digital voyeurism?
This sounds like this should have been illegal already.
Right.
Yeah, right?
What were we thinking? Jeez.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I'm surprised that wasn't. Maybe they're just bolstering it up a little bit.
Maybe they're
with this new
cleaning
bill.
up. Like,
Yeah.
somebody got off, because of some technicality, and they just cleaned it up. Maybe.
Yeah.
That should have been illegal already.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
real.
Okay.
SB 1628 includes requirements requiring local governments to complete business impact statements before adopting a comprehensive plan adjustment and land development regulations. I'm not mad at that. So there you go, man. Some new stuff on the books.
Wow.
See some changes. Definitely a lot of that will affect St. Johns County for sure, as we've kind of just covered.
Laws.
Speaking of laws, there's a free family law workshop come to St. Johns County, offering legal guidance on domestic violence and child custody. Families in need of legal guidance on issues such as violence, divorce, and child custody will have access to St. Johns County law experts at a workshop this week. The free family law workshop going to be held at 1:00 Wednesday at the Richard O. Watson Judicial Center, the courthouse.
Yeah.
On Lewis Speedway. The workshop sponsored by the county's clerk, the county clerk's office and comptroller's office is aimed at empowering people to make informed decisions in family law cases, helping residents navigate the complex family law issues, including petitions, injunctions for protection against violence, is one of the essential functions of our office. Says John Rundgren, clerk designee. That's what he said in the news release.
The designee.
He spoke at Rotary yesterday.
Oh,
Okay.
good.
All right.
Very nice.
Attorney and family law expert Nancy C. Harrison will be offering general legal guidance on family law and violence statutes. The news release stated that residents can participate in either in person or virtually, ask questions, and gain valuable insight on various family law matters. So that's a good thing.
I think it's a great thing. Yeah. Because the different nuances of everything, there's some twists and turns to everybody's tale. So, this kind of irons it out for people that have no idea, you know?
And if you had to pay a lawyer for their time to do this,
right.
it'd be very expensive.
Consulting fee, right?
Yeah,
and then you
man.
can't just go out there and Google because you don't know what the real truth of the stories are.
Yeah, you need to talk to actual lawyers
Yeah.
about your unique case.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's a good thing. Again, Wednesday, 1 p.m. at the courthouse here in St. Augustine.
Wow.
Yeah, man. All right, it's Gas Buddy Gas Report time. Let us know in the comments where you are seeing the best prices for gas. That would be super freaking helpful.
Yeah.
We would appreciate it. We will start with the Gate, 4075 US 1 North. They're at $2.95 this morning. The Circle K at 4564 US 1 North, also at $2.95. We've got the Citgo at 1099 South Ponce, $2.97. Cash price. 216 Ponce de Leon Boulevard Shell is at $2.98. Same with the Sunoco at 450 South Ponce. The Shell at 146 King is at $2.99. A1A Discount Beverage still at $2.99. The Mobile and Circle K at 800 South Ponce, $2.99. The Owens at 780 South Ponce, $2.99. And the Sunoco at $21.99 North Ponce. Their cash price, $2.99. Staying under $3 until we vote, huh?
Yeah.
All right. That gas report comes to us from Chris Lucero Bail Bonds. If you go to jail for pretty much any reason, Chris Lucero will get you out right away. He's available 24/7 for you to provide fast and reliable bail services, ensuring that you or your loved one can get out of jail and back to your real life as soon as possible. 904-822-BAIL. That's 904-822-2245. We got live music happening today and tonight. Josh Tennessee Worthy going to be at Trade Winds at 1 o'clock. We got Shayla Macaluso.
Wow, new Shayla.
Yeah.
Just stick with Shayla.
Shyla, maybe?
Oh, Shayla. I see
said
it
the
now.
whole entire name wrong, I'm
Shayla
pretty sure.
Macaluso.
Yeah.
It's not Kyra.
No,
not
but
Kyra.
she's making the rounds
Nope.
again. Yep, she says hello to you, by the way.
Ben 39, 2 o'clock. John Q at the Milltop at 4:30. Smoke and Joe Shower at Ann O'Malley's at 6. Chase Rideman and TJ Brown at Pierre's Pub at 6.
Oh,
Aslan and the Naysayers, Prohibition Kitchen at 6.
nice.
Heather Craig at Meehan's at 7. Trivia with Troy, Blake, and Aiden.
Great.
Gypsy Cab at 7. And John Nemeth.
You sound like you have a lift.
Necromonicon.
He's my John's my Nemeth.
Nemeth.
Not Nemeth.
Gypsy Cab, 7 o'clock. I'm sorry, Cafe 11, 8 o'clock.
I was gonna say,
He was taking over your slot.
It's gonna get crowded.
It's like the closing ceremonies of your trivia. Yeah.
That's right.
I have an opening act.
Griffin Service brings us that live music mic check. They know that choosing the right company when you need AC, plumbing, or electrical services is a big decision, and they help hundreds of local families just like you each week getting problems fixed so that you can get back to what really matters. Legendary service. If you have an AC, plumbing, or electrical problem, Griffin makes it easy. Give them a call, 904-500-2653, or visit griffinservice.com and see the Grifferins. All right. A terrible Tuesday story has to do with, shouldn't be surprising, New York and rats.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Probably a business.
Dirty rat.
Yeah.
You dirty rat. You killed my brother.
It's a great store in New York City. Dirty rat bastard.
Oh, yeah?
It's awesome.
Okay. What do they do there?
It's just like punk rock clothing down in
okay.
down in Soho,
All right.
off of West Broadway. Yeah,
Okay. I know where that is. I've been there before.
south of 14th Street.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
Totally,
got that
bro.
one.
And totally picture
Yeah,
it
that's
right in
just,
my head right
that's just past 13th Street.
Off of Grand.
now. Right, exactly. David could be totally lying.
No, I promise. I got it. Oh, I spent a lot of time in Soho. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know it until I actually get there, and then
Yeah.
I'm like reading the subway. Thing.
But this rat, I'm
Yeah.
wondering if it's like the giant rat out of a business, because they do that. They like business shame in New York City.
Mm.
Yeah, they would never do that anyplace else.
No.
Before we get there, we'll tell you about Fidus Roofing.
Uh-oh.
They support a lot of local charities here that support local kids, Big Brothers and Big Sisters of St. Johns County, the Boy Scouts, and many more. And hey, you may have damage to your roof after the storm and not even know it. So make sure you get the best up there on your roof. Give yourself some peace of mind. They'll let you know if you need work. And if you don't, they'll tell you don't need work. It's as easy as that. 904-355-ROOF.
They do pavers
And gutters.
All right.
Yeah.
New York City Council to vote on rat contraceptives.
Ew.
How do you
Curb
put
the
those
rodent
put those little things on?
Yeah, right.
Margaret
IUDs.
Thatcher. Margaret Thatcher.
The New York City Council is set to vote on a bill that aims to introduce rat contraceptives as a new method to control the city's rodent population. If passed, the bill would initiate a 12-month pilot program in 2 selected rat-infested zones to monitor the effectiveness of the contraceptives in reducing rat activity. They're going to open a clinic. Rats are going to be able to come right in the front door, make an appointment, sign the form, and then, they'll get to work. The initiative is seen as potential shift from traditional methods of rat control. Well, they got to do something. Whatever they're doing out there is not working.
Yeah.
Did he?
Right. They could slip and slide all the way into the river.
Yeah, there you go. I got to put that baby oil to use somehow.
Somehow. I don't know what they're
doing
doing
with
with
that
it.
stuff in evidence right now.
Costco said we don't even sell that. I mean, just like,
yeah, Costco's coming out. When Costco gets involved in this
right?
thing.
Then, yeah. Where did you get it? Bulk.
City Council member Sean Abro, the bill's sponsor,
Smart.
highlighted that standard mitigation strategies have not been effective overall. Abro has collaborated with Contrapest,
It's his life mission
a contraceptive.
to make rats sterile.
Yeah. It impacts the ovarian function in female rats and
Rude.
reduces sperm cell production in male rats.
Huh.
The contraceptive is delivered to the rats in a salty, fat-filled pellet.
That'll get you every time.
Every time, those arteries.
Making it appealing than other making it more appealing than other methods. The bill known as Flacco's Law. What's Joe
Skinny's
Flacco
Law.
have to do with this?
He actually played pretty well.
Yeah. University of Delaware.
It aims to mitigate.
Call, Davey.
That's
a sports ball
I know.
reference, and Davey got it.
I learned it by reading a paper in the urinal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The thing that happened.
Avoiding the
Yeah,
rats.
it was
Oh, I
nice.
gotcha.
It was at Caps.
It aims to mitigate. You should have just rolled with it, Davey.
Yeah.
You just rolled with it, man.
Too much
Today-
information.
Troy was so impressed. I mean, you could hear it in his voice. So impressed. The law aims to mitigate risks with rodenticides, like pesticides.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Which can harm other animal populations such as birds. The law named after Flacco, a beloved owl from the Central Park Zoo.
Oh yeah, he was a beloved owl. Yeah. Seriously though, he escaped, and then you would just see him around the city, standing on buildings. He
Became
lived
a
for a long
celebrity.
time. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he's no longer. He actually flew into a glass window. It was like one of those glass buildings. Like
Yeah, he
that's
should have stopped.
yeah. I'm just
The
saying.
story just went down.
Flacco.
That's how he
I
died.
was happy about
Flacco was
the
an
whole-
idiot.
I was
Yeah.
happy about flying Flacco until then.
I know. It's a very sad story.
He had rat poison in his blood when he died, apparently.
Ooh.
Yeah.
See, that's not good. He
This
was a part of the pilot program.
Let's see. They say this underscores the need for less harmful rat control methods.
What are you going to do? Get the Pied Piper? Like how? Troy, start playing a flute and
walk
walk
him to
down the
the
street.
river.
Yeah. Boop, 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 boop.
Such as a push to containerize trash. That's never going to happen in New York.
Yeah.
They say that'll enhance the effectiveness of the contraceptive. Previous experiments have shown that trash can be a barrier to the success of contraceptives, as rats tend to choose trash over edible contraceptives.
Kind of like my love life.
Yeah. Go straight for the trash.
Right, every
I got you.
time. Ugh.
By removing and properly containing trash, the likelihood of rats consuming the contraceptive increases, making the program more effective. They're just trying to do anything to incentivize picking up the trash off the side of the damn road.
They don't know what they're doing. They have
don't
no
know.
idea.
They have
They're
no idea.
scrambling.
It is pretty gross. Pretty gross to walk around the streets in New York.
It's that lovely smell you get.
Each block has a different lovely
it really
smell.
does.
Mhm.
Yeah, some of it's
Oh.
urine,
Some of it's asparagus.
some of it's
Rotten food.
Yeah. Yeah, depending on which block you're on, man.
True.
You're getting a whole different aroma out there.
Sweet smell.
Urine's involved in almost every block. Though.
Yeah,
It is. There is a
yeah.
hint of urine in every
Yeah.
block.
Yes. It's
Yeah.
Delicacy.
Oh, he had asparagus.
Right.
All right.
I think we should move on.
We'll
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
Good call, Troy. St. Johns County deputies arrested 2 men in mail theft investigation. 2 people. I don't know if they're both men.
Oh.
St. Johns County deputies arrested a man and a woman. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Could have read the
Okay.
first line.
Yeah.
Adam and Eve. Here we go.
Man and woman. Bonnie and Clyde.
No.
The mail theft Bonnie and Clyde. This after a months-long investigation into mail thefts in the northwest section of the county. The sheriff's office recently posted this on their Facebook page Thursday, that the investigation started all the way back in May.
I was going to say it's been going on a while.
Yeah.
So this one's been going on a bit because someone found one of our letters in this investigation. So,
Really?
yeah. They called and said, "Okay, is this?" I was like, "No, it's one of our real vendors," but they took it out of one of the mailboxes. So they took one of our checks that we mailed to our vendors out of that person's mailbox up in the Northwest.
Get out.
Wow. Oh, that's crazy. On June 26th, investigators were conducting an undercover operation at the USPS store in Bartram Oaks Walk when they saw a car driven by Selena Strickland,
Not the best.
25 years old.
Oh.
Parked in front of a USPS mailbox. The passenger in the car, Carl Davis,
Carl.
Very old man name for a 24-year-old.
No relation to Mike.
I don't think so.
No.
No.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Whoops. Maybe.
I mean, you know.
You can't make that reaction up.
the timing was so perfect. It was literally seamless.
I was like, well, hey, you never know, maybe. Davis.
Literally seamless.
Yeah.
Opened the mailbox, grabbed a key and the mail inside, and put it in the vehicle's trunk. According to the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office, Davis ran away when deputies approached the car. He was located a short time later. Authorities arrested Strickland and Davis, and the stolen mail packages were recovered.
Well, good. That's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. Strickland was charged with unlawful possession of personal identification
Right.
information of another person, petty theft,
Yep. Under 1,000, I think, here.
yeah, and driving with a suspended or revoked license. Davis was charged with petty theft, unlawful possession of personal identification information of another person, and resisting without violence.
Should have stole a bike. Jeez. Yikes.
Just don't steal.
No,
Yeah,
don't steal.
just stolen nothing, Danny.
Yeah,
Nothing.
Yeah, definitely. Ugh.
All right. So,
Is it illegal to like touch someone else's mailbox or whatever? What's the rule there? Like, I don't know. I'm like,
I don't know.
Like, you
if
can't
it's
put something in
necessarily
there if
illegal.
you're
I
not,
don't
like-
think you can open somebody else's mailbox.
there's something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. And my mail service is rough in my neighborhood, so I am the mailman for a lot of my neighbors.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah, everything goes in your box. And
Everything,
then
yeah.
you redistribute.
Yeah.
Pete will figure it out.
Which means that's like 6 months later. Yeah. Like,
Yeah, because you
Right,
always check
yeah.
your mailbox. Like,
Well,
are you
not
getting better about it?
Yeah, I'm getting great about it.
Oh, okay.
oh, wow.
Yeah, like
Getting great
down
about
to
it.
once a month.
Yep.
Okay, good.
Look at the growth. That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. He's expanding.
Moving on. Former WNBA president Donna Orender leads an effort to bring an expansion team to Jacksonville.
Oh, I was right.
Yes, you were.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm really good at
Good
sports
job,
game
baby. You're
today.
crushing
Yeah,
it,
you're
man.
crushing this.
This is,
Crushing it.
I'm going to be quiet.
Yeah. Quiet like a WNBA game.
2 for 2.
Same attendance.
Same to 3 people.
Oh.
Very talented athletes. They're way better at basketball than all of us in this room,
Yeah,
but just not
definitely.
entertaining to see layups all day.
Yeah.
The WNBA is expanding, and one person with close ties to the Women's Basketball League thinks Jacksonville would be an ideal city for a team. It's not an ideal city for any sports team.
Yeah, nobody really thought this through.
Nobody did. Donna Orender, president of the WNBA from 2005 to 2011, is leading a group seeking expansion into Jacksonville, according to a September 23rd story by Sports Business Journal. Orender now runs a Jacksonville Beach consulting and advisory firm. If she runs a consulting firm, she should already
Obviously,
have
she's
the data
pushing
that
for,
this is gonna
yeah,
work.
she's not
Yeah.
thinking this through.
No, she's looking for a job.
Yeah, really?
That's
Yeah.
an investor.
Yeah.
She's like, I got to find an investor and make this happen.
Lake City ladies. I'm just thinking, yeah, could be good.
Lake City Lot Lizards.
Oh, see,
that?
that would be a
The
dynamic
Jacksonville
team.
Lot Lizards would be the name, I think.
Ah, that'd be fun.
Just be a girl like scratcher.
Yeah, but be like a little feral. Yeah, I agree. That'd be fun.
better.
Yeah. Side pony, like mascara all smeared on the face. Yes. They would win, yo. That would scare
They
the
would
crap out of
intimidate
me.
the other teams.
Yeah,
I think.
totally.
no one's getting close to him.
Go big
Yeah.
or go home.
She told the Sports Business News site that she has an investment group interested in bringing a team to play in the VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena in downtown Jacksonville, where they could play on a school basketball court. It'd be the same amount of people that could show up. It's a major league arena. It's the right size. You can fill it, she said, according to the Sports Business Journal. No, you can't.
Maybe
She's-
Iceman?
Yeah.
Arena?
I mean, when Caitlin Clark comes to town,
Yeah,
it'll be
it'll
full.
be sold out then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be sold out then.
That's true.
Other than that, there could be negative attendance. I mean, the staff could outman or woman the audience.
I've never been to a WNBA game.
Me neither.
Never?
So
Maybe we do a field trip.
I don't think so.
One of my good friends was a part of the first WNBA draft,
Yeah.
It's like she was one of the first 16 when they did like the expansion draft and they started it. And, it just never really took off. Like, and she talks about like how big women's sports is in Europe because she played in Europe before she came here. And it's like completely different.
Well, we had Sherry Anthony on. She said it's not all that it's cracked up to be. Sometimes it's not the right route for athletes. So, yeah.
She said, I've traveled around the country trying to sell teams, move teams, etc. She said, I think Jacksonville, Florida measures up well because I live here.
Yeah. And I get a
She
job.
didn't say because I live here.
But it really means like,
And I get a job if this happens.
Yeah. If not better than most, she said in an interview. Orender did not identify the investment group. Her husband, M.G. Orender. M.G. Orender. Must have two really goofy names. Is president of the Jacksonville-based Hampton Golf, which owns or manages 32 golf courses in Florida, New York, Ohio, Minnesota, and Tennessee.
They have some good golf courses.
Big name.
Yeah.
Sports Business Journal said the price for a WNBA expansion franchise is $30.
That's it?
Tax included.
Will they take payments?
No, I'm
I'll
sorry.
take two.
Yeah, I'm
How much is the
saying.
expansion?
It's expected to be as much as $200 million.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
That's a lot of
Absolutely
money.
ridiculous.
You're not going to make that money back.
Oh,
That's the
my
problem.
God.
200
That is
million.
ridiculous.
Yikes. Yeah.
Sharpen that pencil.
No, I can tell you, I mean, Orlando City was 80 million 12 years ago for that expansion.
Yeah.
And now it's worth way more. I mean, it ended up selling for like 700 million just recently. So, yeah, that's ridiculous. 200 million for WNBA.
Yeah. The WNBA has 12 teams, but has announced an expansion team in San Francisco will begin play in 2025. And additional teams in Toronto and Portland will join the league in 2026. The WNBA is expanding as attendance and television viewership grows because of literally one person.
Caitlin.
Yeah. Literally.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Caitlin.
Yeah. She's a heck of a star, man. Heck of an
she
athlete.
is, actually.
She's getting a lot of bad treatment for being the best athlete in the WNBA. It
Yeah.
really sucks for her. But she's a freaking warrior, man. She doesn't need
She finds her
sympathy.
path.
She's not the one bitching about it.
Nope,
No.
she's not.
She's great. She finds her path. She finds her way. And she drives that 3-point line every time.
They say it's helped by new stars entering the league. Literally one new star.
Caitlin.
Jacksonville will have stiff competition for an expansion team.
Not at 200 million.
Yeah.
Whoever pays the price.
Yeah.
Right?
I can tell you how that works. It's about the investor.
Yeah. If the WNBA decides to add one more, Sports Business Journal reported groups in Orlando and South Florida, as well as investors in major markets, including Philadelphia, Houston, and others have expressed interest. Messages left with Orender Unlimited's office seeking more information were not returned.
Oh, we're not returning.
I bet if you said you have a check for 200 million,
She'd be right away.
Yeah.
Hey! Yeah. How are you?
Yeah.
I got a bundt cake
Want to
for
make
you.
the worst investment of your life? Ready? Sign here. Yeah. All right.
You want to know how to make a small fortune? Start with a large fortune.
Yeah.
And then you buy a WNBA team.
Golly, it's like worse than Serenata.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe they can play at Serenata.
Yeah. Serenata Seminoles or something.
Right
Yeah.
out by the pool.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Watered basketball.
Yeah. All right. Without any further comment, Troy, how do you want to check the comments?
I will trek through the thoughts of our terrific tribe.
All right, as you do that, I will remind everybody that Bates, Hewitt, and Floyd is not your average local insurance agency. They provide peace of mind and insurance to protect your biggest investments. Their approach to insurance and risk longevity in our community and the way they treat their clients sets them apart from the rest. They offer homeowners, auto, commercial, and benefits and been doing it for over 50 years. Christy Lawrenson is St. Augustine's premier agent, and she offers complimentary policy reviews and has a deep understanding of insurance and what is needed to be properly insured in St. Augustine. Her attention to detail and organizational skills have found policy errors and cost savings where others have not. Give them a call, 904-794-5455. Schedule your appointment today. And Troy Usina's Handy House.
Hey.
I'm a big fan of Troy Usina as a person. I really am.
He's a good dude.
If you're looking for the perfect custom or prefab portable building, look no further than St. Augustine Handy House. Proudly owned by Troy Usina Enterprises, conveniently located right there on State Road 16. It's a family-owned business that's been serving this community since 1988. since I was 4.
That's awesome.
Whether you're looking for a shed, a barn, an office space, a carport, and more, St. Augustine Handy House has the highest rated handy house structures in the industry. They also take care of the permitting process for you, which is pretty amazing.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
That's great.
Troy Usina's journey began when he first purchased when he purchased his first handy house structure, and today his company has grown from just 7 buildings to over 70 in stock.
That's awesome.
They're all amazing. I've seen pretty much every model they've got out there. I mean, you could live in many of these things comfortably. With fully customizable options to fit your exact needs. The best part is that Troy and his team will deliver, level, and anchor your building free of charge. Free of charge. That's
Really?
huge. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5, and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 1. St. Augustine Handy House makes it easy to find exactly what you need. You got family members that are going to be looking for a place to live soon and can't afford the rent anywhere around here? Pop one of these up in your backyard, get a couple permits.
I was just thinking about this new law. It's like,
Right?
Perfect,
I
yeah.
have to call Troy.
Right.
Yeah, you might have to.
It's good work.
Plus, as a licensed contractor, they guarantee your building will meet all state and local codes. That's something that Home Depot can't do for you.
Mm-hmm. True story.
Call 904-823-9092 today and discover why so many people in our area choose St. Augustine Handy House for their portable building needs. Yeah, man. Very proud to have those guys on here with us.
We always use Troy for our at different parks. We always had, the athletic associations always had equipment and stuff like that, and Troy would come up and set it up, and it was perfect. It was always great.
Yeah.
Never had an issue. You just called him and said, hey, this is the size I need. He's like, okay, here's the best deal we can give you, and it was taken care of.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's the way to get it done.
Yeah.
Great guy to work with. What do you got, Troy?
All right, so evidently no one got alerted today on the show. I'm not sure what happens, but we love Threads, and Threads
Everybody
is
came
amazing.
through,
Threads is
yeah.
great.
Incredible.
I'm actually building a little bit of we've got almost 1,000 followers on Threads, and I don't do anything on Threads.
That's
I love Threads, yeah.
I mean, I do lots of stuff on Threads.
Yeah, you mean you do every day? You're
Every
on it
day
'cause
I'm on
it's
Threads.
the place to be on Threads.
Totally.
Popular.
Wawa was at 319. Costco is at 287. The BP was at 312. There was a lot of broken bones in the questions of the day, and a couple of different things out there. We lost Kenny and Bobby came back, but I don't know what happened with Kenny there. And the VP debate is
That's
tonight.
right. Happening tonight.
And also, I missed, and I apologize to everyone, I missed the rain report yesterday by 7 minutes, right?
Don't admit that.
I missed it. So I'm
Don't.
sorry.
That's actually pretty good.
I'll try and do better.
This is why we don't let Troy do exact times.
Yeah.
It's so disappointing.
Yeah.
I'm docking your pay,
It
Troy.
was horrible.
Minus.
Negative numbers.
All right, man. What do you got for Stoidum stat?
All right, Stoidum stat today. If you're going to trivia tonight, you need to be paying attention because there's going to be a little bit of information in this one.
That's right.
1908, the
Okay.
year I graduated. The Model T is unveiled by Ford.
Yeah.
Henry Ford released the Model T. It was the best-selling car up until 1972, and the Beetle finally passed it.
Rude.
It sold over 15 million of these Model Ts, and the going price was $825. It was
A month?
and it equates to about 18,000 in today's dollars.
Okay.
So it was somewhat affordable for the time, and it was made for the everyday man. It kind of brought cars into the households, and it went up to 40 miles an hour.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was made for a man, but I bet you didn't know this. A lot of those used to come with, they had their own custom handbags.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's called the Model T bag.
Model T bag.
Stupid.
Oh, now I get it. Teabag. Okay.
That's stupid.
Well,
I really tried. I thought I was going to get a bigger laugh than that.
Yeah.
I think somebody in the audience laughed very loud.
they did with the emojis.
Well,
That's fine.
that's why we keep Ricky here for the laugh track.
Right, yeah. We know if Rick's laughing, we got at least
Yeah.
one person
Right.
laughing.
True.
Yeah.
If Ricky doesn't laugh,
Yeah.
it is an absolute bomb.
It's a dud.
It's an absolute bomb.
Rick's the
Absolutely.
giggler.
Yep. I'll do better next time.
No, you don't have to. Bombs are funny.
Okay.
Believe me, I made a living off of them. So,
All right, Stored Up Stat comes to you from a place that never bombs. Boom, St. Augustine Pizza. They are da bomb.
Yeah.
Right in between Riberia and ML King, my favorite pizza spot. Plugs, Troy.
all right, come see us at trivia tonight. There's been a couple. If you only have 2 people, it's easier to get in, but call ahead and see if you can get in tonight.
Okay. Davey?
All right, we got the events queen of St. Augustine. We got Renee Unsworth in studio. Very excited to see her this afternoon at 3.
Go to thefloridamangames.com. See you later.
Bye-bye.